Alright, this is gonna be part 2 of Grandia. Let's see here. Inventor's house. Restaurant. We don't care about that. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I don't have tons of money, so let's get her a weapon first. I guess she can have the bat too, but I'd rather give her the throwing items. You can cheese a lot of critical attacks on enemies charging up skills. Might as well keep the herbs. Alright, so we got a little bit more money. Alright, we still have some money left over, and we can get rid of all that other junk. So that's good. Let's see. Alright, now we're off to the port. Let's see, Meower. Nope, that's the world map. I think the port is just north of there though, so... Alright, let me do a hard save just to be safe. Sometimes my emulated saves get janky. Alright, that looks good enough. Let's talk to these people. This person says, on the other side of the sea there must be an unseen world. Justin says, I want to go. The person says, I'm sure you will. I'd love to travel the world. This person says, hi Justin, did you come to see the sea? It's calm today. Look, lots of ships are out. Justin says, Mr. Wren, how can I get on a ship to the new world? Mr. Wren says, you mean the steamer? I think I told you already, the steamer docks at night. Okay. Maybe we have to take a nap then and wait for nighttime. I am a foundering ship. I love you. Justin says, why are you wandering around here? Did you lose something? The sailor says, I was just thinking of a line to set my girl's heart on fire. I'm finally gonna propose. Not another day of washing dishes. My pay isn't bad, but I get bushed. My hands feel rough too. Even if it is the rule of the sea, throwing people overboard in a barrel is no fun. But that's what you get for trying to stow away without getting a steamer pass. Justin says you can't get on a ship without one of those, apparently. The sailor says, boy, you don't even know that? Except for sailors and soldiers, everyone else needs a pass. Justin says, how do I get one? The sailor says, getting one from someone else is the fastest way. I remember an old man in the cafe in North Parm telling adventure stories, showing everyone a smelly old pass. I think his name was Java. Justin says, he's an adventurer too? I'll just go ask about this guy named Java. The cafe is in North Parm, right? Alrighty, let's figure that out then. This town is a little large, so it's kind of like easy to get lost in. The lady in front of the cafe says, he better come back sooner, we can't do business. Justin says, we want to see an adventurer who comes here, can we come in? The lady says, don't be silly, you're still a kid. Some little boy took my key with him again. Justin says, I'll go find him for you. The lady says, are you sure? If you bring back the key, I'll let you in tonight. That silly boy, he must be at the harbor watching the seagulls. Okie doke. Send me right back where I already was, why don't you? I'm gonna skip any already read dialogue. Let's see. Hey sir, do you happen to have the key to the cafe? Oh, that's right, I still have it in my pocket. Will you take it to the owner for me? Justin says, you're talking about that lady? Just leave it to me? Alrighty. At least that wasn't too intensive. The beginning of this game is a touch slow. But once you get out of here, everything gets a little bit more exciting. Alright, let's see. The museum is closed for repair of the statue. Sue says, it's your fault, Justin. He told you not to touch it. Justin says, next time I'll be more careful. Oh boy. Lost in this digital town. Let us see here. Dang it. I swear. This place has like 4 exits. It's easy to accidentally walk through them. Rude. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm just gonna assume everything on the other side of the train tracks is an exit and just try to go from there. There's the museum. I think I have to cross the bridge. This is the way to the cafe. Okay. Jeez, we finally found it. Justin says, is this it? The key to the cafe? She says, yes. Thank you for all your help. We have some good jellyfish stew, so the customers will be happy. Justin says, so as promised? The lady says, I'll be ready to open in a bit. Come back then. Okay, guess we're waiting until nighttime. Anyways, I think that guy's name is General Ball. He says, it's taken a long time, Mullen, and the difficulties have been great. Mullen says, I apologize, Father. There were unforeseen distractions. Ball says, refrain from giving me excuses. Just tell me the results. Did you find it? Mullen says, forgive me, Father. I have not lived up to your expectations. I'm prepared for the consequences. Ball says, Mullen, if you are not capable of producing results, who is? I can think of no one else. Make preparations for the next strategic plan and prepare to move out. I think her name is Lean. She says, why is General Ball in such a hurry? The plan was proceeding smoothly. Mullen says he's probably tired. Father has his own way of looking at things. Your comments are not required. Lean says, forgive me, Colonel. I forgot my place. Mullen says, Lean, I didn't mean it that way. Lean says, sir, yes, sir. At any moment, says Mullen, we got nothing from the Salt expedition. He laughs. Lean says, Colonel Mullen. Mullen says, that boy was amusing. Lean says, Colonel, it's been a while since I've seen you laugh like that. Mullen says, I was thinking that it'd be nice to have at least one in our ranks with as much energy as that kid. At least we'd be certain that things would never be boring. Lean, prepare for departure. Destination, Alencia. Sue says, Justin, I can't wait to find out what kind of an adventurer Java is. Let's go to the cafe. Oh, you're gonna make me walk there again? Where are you going? Good. It's at least not letting me leave the town on accident, which is much preferred. Alright, bridge. And cafe. Here it is, says Justin. I've never been to a cafe before. It's exciting. Sue says, don't worry, no one's gonna get mad. Let's go in. Ridiculous. I come all the way from the New World, but the excavation work is finished. Guess I'll tour the Old World and go home. Justin says, the end of the world is a tourist trap? Have you been there? The guy says, fool, no one's been there. I just saw it. Okay. Welcome, you kids really helped us out. In gratitude, you can have whatever you want. Justin says, cool. But, did we do anything that you need to thank us for? Don't you remember? You brought me the key. Justin says, that lady was you? Can't be. Sue says, don't you recognize her? By changing her mind and body with makeup, a woman is an enchantress. The barmaid says, an enchantress, you say? You have a nice way with words, Sue. Anyways, looks like Java's not here tonight. You can ask the other customers about him, though. Okay. Anyways, that lady is serving cappuccinos. This guy likes the coffee. Alright. If you're looking for Java, the customers know better than me. Stay away from anyone who looks dangerous, though. Justin says, don't scare me like that. This guy says, Java, you must mean that self-styled adventurer from Lek. Justin says, not sure about self-styled, but please tell me about him. The man says, they say young Java was the best adventurer on Messina. But since adventure went out of style, his only joy has been hanging around the cafe telling tales. They took the adventure away from the adventurer, so now he's holed up at the Lek Mines. Sue says, I didn't even know anyone lived up at the Lek Mines. That old man Java, says a different person. He's so loud when he's here, but it's too quiet when he's not. Maybe I ought to take some coffee beans up to him at the Lek Mines. So I have a feeling this game is telling me to go to the Lek Mines. Sue says, Puffy just ate some peanuts without asking. Let's go apologize. Okay. You say Puffy ate some peanuts? Justin says, I think he's saying sorry. Will you forgive us? The barmaid says, I know. Then to let you make amends, can I ask you for something? Java forgot his wallet the last time he was here. Can you take it to him? Justin says, to get to Lek Mines, we take the train from the station. No problem. Leave it to me. Sue says, okay, Puffy, we get it. Let's go home. Alrighty, what to do next? Let us see what we can find out. Alrighty. I guess we have to go to sleep first, because the train probably ain't running at this time of day. I gotta cross that bridge, I think, first. Alrighty. Hey, Justin, smash. What was that for, Mom? My shoes aren't muddy. Mom says, what time do you think it is? I was worried he got hurt. I'm glad you two are home safe. Come on and eat before it gets cold. Now we know where Java lives, so tomorrow we might be able to get a pass for the ship, says Sue. Justin says, wonder if he's a great adventurer. I can't wait to meet him. Mom says, I heard you're going to the Lek Mines. It's dangerous, so don't go. I guess it's useless me telling you that, though. You are the son of an adventurer. Promise me one thing, though. Protect Sue. Remember, you're a boy, right? Justin says, of course, Mom. I'm an adventurer. Sue says, you know that Mr. Java, he must be pretty scatterbrained to forget his wallet like that. Justin says, yes, sirree. Even I'm not nearly that forgetful. Sue says, but don't you always forget to feed Puffy? It's all kind of the same information, so we're just gonna take our sleep. Sue says, are you ready to go? Alright, now where's this train? Let's see. Gotta explore this town a bit, so... Train station, huh? The person says, there you are, Justin. Did you come to see the engine room? Justin says, not this time. I'm gonna go to the Lek Mines to bring something to Java that he forgot. Must be something important, says the person. Don't worry about the tickets, it's on the house. Sue says, thanks. Alrighty. That was painless enough. Toot toot. I'm fairly certain that the remaster of this game was just an upscale. I've looked at video footage of it. It looks nicer than what I'm doing with my upscaler, but not by much, honestly. The colors are just a little bit more vibrant and things like that. It's still pretty pixelated and clunky. But they did a better job on the cutscenes for sure, so I'm probably just gonna integrate those into my Let's Play once I have some video editing to do. Anyways, the conductor says, you two take care. Justin says, of course we will, thank you. The guy says, I'm not quite a sir yet. I can't keep up with these kids. And the train departs. Alrighty. Well, I don't presume we go in this way. Maybe he lives in this house. Well, it's called Java's house, so... Justin says, no one's home. How careless. I'll leave his wallet here. Hey you, who are you barging into my castle? You're a couple of thieves. Get away from my wallet. Justin says, wow, you got it wrong. We just came here to get a pass. Sue says, Justin, he'll misunderstand. His wallet. Java says, let it slip, did ya? You can't be too careful nowadays. Come on, give up quietly or I'll cut out your rotten hearts. Sue says, Justin, is this man really Mr. Java? Sure, he used to be an adventurer. Java says, hey there, little girl, used to be. Ha, I'm an active adventurer. Sue says, you have some really good ears. Justin says, we came to ask you a favor. He explains the story up until this point. Java says, you want my pass, huh? Let me ask you one more thing. What do you do in the new world? Justin says, I want to go east. I'll head for Angelou, awaiting me on the new world. Java says, Angelo, you say? And laughs. That takes the cake. Justin says, aw, come on, it's no joke. Java says, sorry about that, but Angelo? Justin says, it really exists, I know it. Java says, It's a pretty cool spear he has. Java says, I understand you just fine. Depending on the circumstances, I might give you the pass. Justin says, really? Thank you. Java says, don't be ridiculous. You're not getting it for free. Overcome the trial before you, and you may get that which you desire. That's the way of an adventurer. Justin laughs and says, alright, I'll take on that trial. Sue says, that's right, no problem. Java says, well said. Never lose that spirit. Well, I'll give you a trial. Follow me. We're going into the mines. Come on. No dilly-dallying. Alright. So... oh, good. He moved that box. Java says, this is the entrance. Monsters are living somewhere in the back. I can't stand how noisy they are. If you can kill them, I'll give you the pass. Sue says it's kind of dark and foreboding. Java says, well, it is a mine. You gonna give up and go home? Justin says, you're joking. Of course we're going. But Java, can you stay here till we get back? He says, alright, show me your spirit as beginner adventurers. You want to go now, or do you want to rest first? I just say, I want to go now. Java says, I like it. Now, quickly go and take care of it. Okie dokie. We're moving right along. More gloopy boys. It's Mr. Spider. Let's see, what do we got? We got some cash. We got some missed items over there, so we're gonna check that out after we kill these no-no-no-days. Baby bats and spiders, huh? Let's have Sue take care of the flying assholes. As they have less HP. You mother trucker. There we go. Looks like we found some work clothing. It's worse than our current armor, so we don't care about that. It is an item that we can sell. Oh, okay, we can go this way. There's a lot of bats. But they're just babies.
What a cinch.
Ooh, Sue leveled up. That's good. Maybe she can kill things in one combo now. She's good at killing the bats, which is good, so... I guess that's a cave-in or something.
Pretty easy, right, puppy?
Oh yeah, Justin has also leveled up. And I think we killed all those bats. That's where we came from, so let's try this way. Guess there's nothing else over here. Darn. Another caved-in area. Nice, she can kill those slimes now. That's good. Oof, I spoke too soon.
Alright, we won!
And that's the entrance, so... more spiders.
Alright, we won!
I love that that little girl is basically throwing lawn darts at monsters. Those things were rendered illegal in like the 60s. They were literally just big ass darts that people would like throw in their lawn and kids would get impaled and stuff by them. It's kind of hilarious and sad at the same time. Nice.
Pretty easy, right, puppy?
Oof, that experience screen takes way too long to go away. But I don't like increasing the frame rate while I'm playing because it also increases the speed of the music and it's kind of annoying. Ugh, 1 HP to go.
Alright, we won!
Oof. I sense bats in my future. Ugh. Oh, this looks good. I think there's a way to get down there, but I'm not 100%. Cool, we got a miner's hammer. Too bad I don't have any AoE stuff yet. Clear out a couple of these dingleberries. Nice, she evaded. Oof, my face looks all janky because it's all sunburnt. Oh well, such is life. Let's see. I think we came from over there, so let's progress this way perhaps. My goodness, these things are aggro. And they're a lot faster than me. I usually try to avoid getting in too many rando encounters while I'm online. I usually try to save that for when I run into hiccups where I can't beat bosses and things like that. Wow, she missed twice. That's probably my fault. Oof, this place is big. Found some more gold. Try not to mess with the camera too much so that I don't get lost like I have been. Looks like we don't get to go that way. Pretty sure I checked up there already, but I would have missed that if I didn't double check, so...
Pretty easy, right, puppy?
Dang, more bats. Didn't even see him.
Pretty easy, right, puppy?
Okay. Pretty sure it's this way. Nice, good sign. I needed to heal, so that's good. One thing I've always really liked about the Grandia series is that you can be insta-healed at save points at no cost or item usage, so it's pretty nice. I would assume the boss is here since I hear like that grumbling the old dude was talking about. Ooh, free money. Yes, honey. What else do we got? More money. More money, more problems. Give me that cash. Okay, so these are just two normal enemies with a saucy boy. Hopefully I don't get my ass kicked, but I'm gonna take out the weaklings first. Alrighty. Oof, that's not very nice, mister. Oof, I was wanting to crit him to block that stupid attack, but sadly I failed. That'll knock out some of his range though, so there we go. Not range, but it knocks his action option backwards. Alright, we probably need to heal Justin. Oh, good thing I healed myself, because that would have been death. Oof. Close call there. 1 HP. Close call indeed. That's what I call lucky as fuck. That's why I wear my bunny ears. Need all the luck you can get with this RNG. Sue says, "We did it, Justin. Now Java will give us the pass." Wait, what? Justin says, "This looks bad. We'll be buried alive. Run, Sue." Sue says, "Ah, why'd this have to happen?" Anyways, we picked up a defense seed. I don't think that opens. Let's restore our life before we walk out of here. Nah, it looks like Java's gonna help us. He says, get over here. Wake up and get going. The mine is collapsing. Cool. We get to leave in style. Oh, I think this might be a mini game. No, it's just a cutscene. Music sounds good with the sound blaster, though. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Where the hell did you go? I'm just kidding. Java says, listen, a first-rate adventurer never gives up until the very end, but you didn't quite think about how to escape. I'm disappointed. Sue says, so we failed, but we worked so hard. Java says, let me tell you something. A real adventurer never loses hope, regardless of difficulties. Once you get to the new world of Valencia, don't forget these words and devote yourself even more. Justin says, so, Java, Java says, well, we did have a little promise. Let's just say you passed for now. There you go, a pass to the new world. Take it, Justin. Justin says, yes, now I can go to the new world. Sue says, alright, how cool. Maybe it's my imagination, but isn't this sort of stinky? Java says, that's because it's soaked with my blood, sweat, tears, and soul. And a few other things. Wow. Justin says, ew. Java says, listen, Justin, you have now received your wings. These wings are yours alone. Justin says, my own wings? But don't forget, in times of real difficulty, an adventurer does not rely on a pass. You must rely on your heart. Rely on your heart to support your body and move your feet ahead. Promise me, Justin, someday, tell me your own adventure stories of a world that I've never seen. I'll wait as long as it takes. Justin says, sure, I promise. I'll be going. Sue says, thanks, Java. Isn't it great, Justin? Come on. We can't be doing this. Let's go back to Parm. Justin says, Java, can I ask you about something? Java says, about that little girl. As everyone says, right? There's only one thing I can say. An adventurer walks alone. Understand, Justin? Sue says, what's wrong? Let's go. Justin says, sorry. Thanks for the pass, Java. I'll treasure it. Sue says, bye, Java. Take care while you're waiting. Let's see here. Looks like we are going to go back to sleep, I would imagine. What's wrong, Justin? You were so excited on the way there, but you didn't say a word on the way back, says Sue. Justin says, it's nothing. Sue says, I wonder what the new continent is like. I can't wait. Sue says, our real adventure is finally here. It's gonna be rough. We have to say goodbye to everyone. They're gonna be surprised. But you know, if both of us go away, Lily's gonna be lonely. Justin says, Sue, I plan to go away without saying anything to Mom. You be the one to say goodbye. Sue says, what do you mean? I don't understand. Justin says, Java said it too. From now on, the adventure is no game. Sue, you stay here. Sue says, what's this all of a sudden? We go everywhere. We do everything together. I thought we'd be together. Justin says, I've already decided I won't take a child. The steamer leaves at dawn. You don't need to come see me off so early in the morning. Sue says, I'm not a little kid. Without me, you'd never even have gotten the steamer pass. Don't you realize? Justin says, Sue? Sue says, forget you. I hate you. and scampers off. Justin says, I promise, Sue, I'll come back a full-fledged adventurer. And on my next adventure, I promise to take you along.
Justin! You traitor! Oh!
Alright, Gon says, Hey Justin, something wrong? I just passed Sue and she was running the other way. Justin says, Gon, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Gon says, Oh, you have a lover's quarrel? Keep that up and Sue's gonna be my bride. Justin says, Can I ask you to take care of Sue? Gon says, What's wrong with you, Justin? Anyway, since I got wiped out last time, I'll think of another challenge. Remember that. Mom says, Welcome home, Justin. Dinner's ready. We're having your favorite stew today. I say, Okay, let's eat. Mom says, What's wrong? You always say, Really? Stew? Alright, and get so excited. It's not the same without Sue around. Did you do something to get her mad? I don't know what started it, but you ought to apologize being older. You understand. Well, eat then. Mom says, It's been quite a while since we had dinner together, just the two of us. It's not bad once in a while. But you know, it's sorta lonely without Sue around. Ask her to come over tomorrow. Justin says, It'll be okay, Mom. Sue will be coming over tomorrow. She'll be coming over all the time. Justin says, The stew today is really delicious. I've never had such delicious stew ever before in my entire life. Goodness. Mom laughs and says, Such a fuss. I make this all the time. This is one of my best dishes. Justin says, well, it's just... Anyway, today is extra special delicious. Mom says, Okay, I see. You're such a strange kid. It's just the same as always. Anyway, Mom, where do we keep our photo album? Mom says, Photo album? I think it's in the chest of drawers over there. Justin says, You think my birthday picture's there? The one with me swinging the sword around? It's so cool. Mom says, I think so, but what's the matter all of a sudden? Come to think of it, the steamer to the new continent leaves tomorrow morning. Do you want to see it off? Justin says, What's wrong, Mom? Why do you say that all suddenly? Mom says, Right now you're still a kid, but in a few years, Justin, you might leave on an adventure, so... Say, Justin, why don't you sleep with me tonight, like you did as a baby? Justin says, What are you talking about? I'm not a baby anymore. But no matter what, not today. Mom laughs and says, Justin, don't take it so serious. I'm just joking around with you. You're just too funny. You made me laugh so hard I have tears in my eyes. Justin says, Mom, actually tomorrow, well... Mom says, I'm gonna turn in. Tell me about it tomorrow. Good night. Justin says, Right. Good night, Mom. Mom says, Justin, you go to sleep too. Yeesh, right in the feels. Justin says, I guess that's everything. Guess it's goodbye to this room. Alright.
Father, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell Mom after all. Father, and Grandfather too. I'm going to the new continent. I'm going to travel the world just like you did. Thanks to your spirit stone, Father. The stone told me that Angelo isn't a myth. It's on the new continent. Now I know. You must have felt like this on the morning of your first adventure, too. Father? Do you think I can really be like you? Everyone that Mom tells me about is much stronger and much braver than me. Much more like an adventurer. You're right. This is nothing like me at all. Right, Father? I'll leave my picture here for you. I promise that I'll become an adventurer greater than you. Goodbye, Mom. I'm going.
Alright, I think it's off to the harbor again. Let's see. Where the heck is it? It is not that way. Oh yeah, gotta go over the bridge. Let's see. Oh, not that way. There's a boat over there. Huh? You're the kid who keeps coming. I keep telling you, passengers only. Justin says, I am a passenger. I even have a real pass. The soldier says it does look real, but it's so old. No matter. Passengers can't go back once past the gate. Understood? I'll just say, wait a second. That way I can do this, just to be safe. Are you ready? Oops, selected the wrong thing. I say, of course. The soldier says, don't forget to drink only boiled water. Justin says, thanks, sir, but I'm not so frail. I'm an adventurer. All the passengers are in. Maybe I'll get some breakfast at the Seagull. Why are all these people in my way? Everyone please get in line. Yes, that boy there, you get in line too. I'll line up, but stop calling me boy. Hey there, wait up. Yikes, I guess Java's pass was too old after all. Look, hanging out of your pocket. That's almost like a signal to thieves saying, steal me. Justin says, okay, thank you. Whew, what a relief. I can't go back now. What's this, a letter? How did it get in my pocket? You there, out of the way. Keep standing there and you'll get knocked into the ocean. Geez, fine, I just have to move, right? Justin says, it's a letter from Mom. From Lily the Skull to Mr. Gauss, President of the Adventurer Society. Not to be read by Justin. I just say, I'll read it anyway. The note says, he doesn't help his parents at all. He spends all day playing adventure. He comes home covered in bruises. He gets scolded for his mischief and brings home some big bumps on his head. This hopeless, naughty little boy used to live at our house. One day this naughty boy cried. It was the day he found out he'd never see his father again. Since that day, the naughty boy has become a greenhorn adventurer. That adventurer named Justin is friendly, simple, and scatterbrained. I can't say he's anywhere near full-fledged, but he's begun to walk on his own. When I see his single-minded figure in my dreams, I can proudly say, this boy is my son. Please, Mr. Goss, please help this red-haired greenhorn adventurer. Help him follow his dreams. Justin says, Mom knew all along. There's more. Naughty, naughty Justin. Knowing you, I thought you'd open the letter and read it. I thought you'd grown a little, but I guess you're still a naughty little boy. Listen, take care of your health. Your dad used to say an adventurer's health is his greatest asset. One more thing. Wherever you go, try to follow your dreams with all your heart. And don't lose yourself. Goodbye, Justin. Hey, what you doing there? You're the last one. Get on board. Justin says, Mom, thank you. Goodbye. I'll be back soon. Just a little bit of jankiness with the graphics, but nothing that I didn't expect. Justin says, let's look around the ship. Alrighty, I am going to save my game here, and I'm gonna stop for a moment because I have to do some video editing, but I will be back on most likely in an hour. But thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon. Alrighty. Let me just fix this input. It loves to cause issues for me. Alrighty, we got it fixed. Oh my, what are they hiding up here? Some nothing. Guess we'll just go below deck. The captain says, I'm the captain. Justin says, I'm Justin. Cool ship you got here. The captain says, thanks. Alrighty. I guess this is the first class. Aw, rats, it's locked. How much would it cost to stay here? Says Justin. That person says, this place is boring. This one says, where's your parents? This person says, there are countless ruins. My. Just a bunch of pointless exposition. But that guy said he saw a girl with a ribbon, so Sue might be on the boat. Let's see here. Yeah. This person says, is the steamer fun? If you have any trouble, come to me. Are you lost? This ship is hard to get used to. Don't wander around so much, you'll bother people. Alright. That's the engine room. That person likes working in the engine room, okay. Isn't it hot in here? Justin says, yes. Okay. This is the crew quarters. Please go to your cabin. So we can't go down there. I think that's just first class. Justin says, why would Puffy be here? Hey you guys, how many times do you ask the same question? I'm with Justin, says Sue. Justin says it is Sue. Oh no, we've never had such a little stowaway before, but we must uphold the rules of the sea. Sue says, Justin. Justin says, why did you have to come? Sue says, Parm's no fun without you around, Justin. I want to go on adventures. And you can't do anything without me, right, Justin? I don't like throwing people overboard in a barrel. Justin says, so stop them. But if someone breaks the rules of the sea, we have no choice. Hey boy, there's a stowaway. Might see him thrown overboard. Come on, don't say that, says Justin. I don't want to see it myself, but throwing stowaways overboard in a barrel is the rule of the sea. Are you Justin? You've really given us trouble, such a wee little girl. The punishment for stowaways is being thrown overboard in a barrel. This is the divine rule of the sea. Justin says, please forgive her, Sue's just a kid. I'll make sure she never does anything like that again. The captain says, no, breaking the rules of the sea brings the curse of the spirits. Pick up the barrel and toss it in the sea. Justin says, yikes, wait a second. Sue says, they don't have to be so stingy. What's one more person? Do something, Justin. Justin says, you're shameless, Sue. Justin continues, throwing such a small kid into the sea in a barrel is too cruel. Please spare her. The captain says there's one way. The girl told me you want to be an adventurer. Justin says, yeah, I'm going to be the greatest adventurer in the world. The captain says, adventurers are something of a kindred spirit to us sailors. The spirits may not yet curse us. Alright, you can become sailors. Justin says, huh? The captain says if you were passengers, you'd be stowaways, but if you're sailors, then you can't be stowaways. How about it? Will you work on this ship until we reach the new world? If so, I'll spare her. I just say, I accept. The captain says, from now on, you two are apprentice sailors. Justin says, I understand. Sue says, I'll do it as long as I'm with Justin. The captain says, take them to the sailors' quarters. You two get plenty of rest. Tomorrow you'll work hard. I think it's minigame time pretty soon here. Sue wakes up Justin and says, how'd you sleep? Not very well. That teeth grinding and snoring kept me up. Sue says, I'm sleepy too. The bed was stinky and damp. It made me sick. The sailors say, cut it out, newbies. Can't sleep all day. Get up and get working. Justin says, let's go. Listen up. You're apprentice sailors. Don't forget it. You're in charge of swabbing the deck. You'll get instructions up there. We received a key to the quarters. Remember to provide service if a passenger asks you to do so. Understood? Now go on deck. I would if you'd get out of my way. There we go. See that terribly naive sailor over there? Actually, he's my darling son. Okay. Are you the new apprentice sailors? We say yes. You know the rules of the sea? I'm just gonna say I don't really know. He says you haven't studied enough. Sue says this isn't the first time Justin hadn't studied. Justin says you're terrible. That's not so. Okay, we received some beef jerky for answering some questions. All these people just kind of say the same stuff. Alright. Maybe we go on the deck. Are you coming to work? Without being called? You two have promise. I bet you already know, but newbies always start by swabbing the deck. I'm gonna have you wax every nook and cranny. When you're ready, come to me. The secret to good waxing is power and speed. To get started, press X. Press X to raise the power. If the power goes too high, you'll get tired, so don't hold the button down. A good rhythm will keep the button near max. The key is to pace yourself. You get a nice reward if you don't slack off. Are you two ready? Let's save and then we'll be ready. I just say, let's start. Alright, I guess we're done. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You're taking way too much time. Keep this up and you're gonna be washed up as sailors. We messed up on our first try. We'll do better next time. Go back and sleep. Okay. 35 seconds was too long for these people? Rude. Anyways, we're going back to sleep. Sue wakes us up, and I believe we have to swab that X more. Alright, we did it like 3 seconds faster, I guess. This is no better than yesterday. An important guest is about to arrive and these decks are an embarrassment. Justin says, is anyone on the ship more important than the captain? The guy says, shut up, it doesn't concern you, go to bed. Okie dokie. What do they use that huge light for, says Justin. They're for signals. Our guest will be on board soon, so we have to send a signal to that boat. A guest in the middle of the ocean? He says, of course, don't look surprised. Our guest is the greatest adventurer in New Parm. Justin says, an adventurer? He says, there are a few desert islands in these parts. Our guest has been searching for treasure there. We're getting ready for the guest in the morning, so don't sleep too late. Justin says, cool. Justin says, hey Sue, what do you think the greatest adventure in New Parm is like? Think he might be a giant man with a shaggy beard? Sue says, yeah, he's gotta have about 5 arms. Justin says, she's half asleep. Wonder what I'll learn at the Adventure Society. How to disarm traps, fighting monsters, rats, can't get any sleep tonight. Hey Justin, get up or you're gonna get chewed out. Justin says, let me count to 10. Sue says, don't give me that. Didn't they say not to sleep late? The adventurer is coming. Justin says, what are you doing, Sue? Get going or I'll leave you behind. Sue says, I was waiting for you. Sue says, what's that guy doing? Justin says, he looks like a fool. Hey there, what are you doing? Oh, this is the greeting of cool sailors and adventurers. You gotta learn it to be full-fledged. Justin says, you don't say. I've gotta master it too then. The sailor says, you scoop your hand like this. Justin says, like this? Sue says, now you look like a fool. The sailor says, you're getting pretty good at it. You guys are too late. Look, the adventurer is over there. You ought to say hello.
Yo there! Welcome home, Tina. Boy, I missed you. How you been?
I'm doing great. And the treasure, as you can see, it's just perfect.
Vina, you've outdone yourself again. I'm so happy to see your smiling face.
Long time no see, Captain. You look well too.
Vina, I thought I'd never see the golden legacy, the legendary pirate warrior, with my own 2 eyes.
Isn't it great? To tell the truth, I've had a bit of trouble. It was one trap after another. Whoever set them sure had a bad attitude. They might catch some bumbling adventurer, but they can't catch me. At the very end, though, I thought I was done for when I had these giant boulders on my tail, but I quickly found a cave in the side and
Whoa,
jumped in.
hang on. Let's not waste a good story. Let's go sit down. You can take your time and tell me about your adventure down below. I'll have the men carry your treasure.
Okay, Captain. Can you guys take care of this stuff?
Vina says, who are you? I've never seen you before. Justin says, well, I'm Justin. Sue says, a girl, the greatest adventure is a girl? That's so cool, and she's pretty too, right, Justin? Fina says, thanks. Captain, will you introduce us? The captain says, of course, Fina. These are our apprentice sailors, Justin and Sue. Fina says, I'm Fina. Pleased to meet you. Sue says, Justin, let's give her the high five greeting. Justin says, that's right. I'm Justin. Pleased to meet ya. Fina laughs and says, didn't you know that greeting is only for when you're full-fledged? Okay, for now we shake hands. Let's save the high five for when you're full-fledged. The captain says, come on, Fina. Don't be slacking off, Justin. Fina says, you two, good luck on your ship work. Let's go. Justin says, she treated me like a kid. Sue says, but she's so cool. I want to be just like her. Justin says, the greatest adventure in the new world. She was pretty cute. Sue says, no fun at all. Cleaning again today. Justin says, don't give me that. Better than being tossed overboard. Sue says, it's already clean. Who did it? Hey, you two, it's about time. You'll never be full-fledged if you can't get up on time, says Fina. Good morning, Justin and Sue. Looks like it's hot today. Justin says, you remembered our names? I'm shocked. Fina says, a first-rate adventurer needs an excellent memory. Or, I'd like to say so. I heard about you from the captain, so I thought I'd say hello. I thought I'd talk to you while swabbing the deck, but you took so long to get here. At this rate, you've got a long way to go. Justin says, you're pretty tough, but I'm an adventurer, so that's okay with me. Fina says, an adventurer? Hang on there. The captain said you were a sailor. Justin says, that's just my disguise. I've got a good cover story, you know. Sue says, no, I'll tell her. The problem was that Justin here was trying to ditch me. Fina says, ditch you? Sue says, listen, Fina, Justin here is terrible. Justin says, and that's it. I'm a great adventurer, right? Sue says, you see how it's all Justin's fault, right? Fina says, I can see that you two are really good friends. You're too funny. I haven't laughed like this in ages. Sue says, hey, Fina, tell us something about you. No fair just talking about us. Fina says, you're right. What would you like to know? I just say, tell us about your adventures. Fina says, it's hard to explain in a few words. We've got plenty of time before we get to New Parm, so I'll tell you a little bit every day. Justin says, that means we'll be swabbing the decks for a while. Apprentice sailors have it rough. Fina says, you'll be okay. I'll help out too. It'll be fun if we all do it. Sue says, thanks, Fina. Justin asks, how do I start exploring the new world? Fina says, so Justin, you want to be the best adventurer in the world? Sue says, we're going to the Adventure Society in New Parm. Are you a member? Fina says, well, I'm a member. Justin says, great, I'll be a member too. Fina says, I guess so. I'll go with you on your adventure. That sounds like fun. We ask if Fina lives in New Parm. Fina says, I live near there. Alone. It's a carefree life. Sue says, alone? You're tough, Fina. Don't you get lonely? Fina says, both my parents died long ago. I used to live with my big sister, but not anymore. Justin says, wow, living alone in the new world. That's so cool. Fina says, I don't like that wind. And the seagulls. I'm gonna go see the captain. Justin and Sue, you ought to return to your quarters. See ya. Justin says, she was laughing, and now she's so serious. What's wrong? Sue says, suddenly there's no seagulls. Justin says, you're right. I think something interesting is going to happen. We should check it out. Ah, box is in my way. Evil box. Fina says, Captain, a gale's come up and the sea's rough. Strange clouds are approaching too. The captain says, this is trouble. I'll assemble the men. Fina says, not only that, I have a bad premonition. Justin says, Fina, what's going on? Fina says, nothing to worry about. Go back to your quarters. Sue says, let's go back. Looks like big trouble. Fina says, we have to change course as much as we can. Assemble the men. The captain says, Fina, that premonition of yours, could it be the ghost ship? Fina says, not that again. Cut it out. It's superstition. Justin says, a ghost ship? Tell me about it. Fina says, didn't you hear? I told you to go rest in your quarters. Justin says, no fair. Can't we stay a little longer? Fina says, this is not a child's game of adventure. Be good and do as I say. One of the sailors says, oh my gosh, come on deck right away. Fina says, Captain, tell the men to make sure they act calm. Otherwise the passengers will panic. The captain says, if this is really the ghost ship, we're doomed. Sue says, let's go to our quarters. Justin says, we're not going to do that. I smell a great adventure. Let's go on deck and check it out. Sue says, wait, Justin, look at that. Uh-oh, did it freeze? Justin... Oops, never mind. Justin says, incredible, a real ghost ship. Sue says, wow, it really has the mood down. Justin says, I've decided my first great adventure will be on that ghost ship. How hopeless. Isn't there a single real man of the sea on the ship? Sue says, that's Fina, over there. Justin. Fina says, what we know for sure right now is unless we do something about that ship, we won't make it to Alencia alive. At this rate, it involves not only the sailors, but the passengers too. Show them a sailor's grit and guts. Come on, Captain, instruct your men. Oh no, says the captain, we're done for. A ghost ship really appeared. We're all gonna die. Fina says, it's just a shipwreck. The ghost ship is a superstition. We have to fix the ship. The captain says, ever since that ship appeared, our ship can't move, even with the engine at full speed. Fina says, pull yourself together. We've got to work together or we're gonna drown. One of the sailors says, Fina, what can we do? We're up against a ghost ship. We're just sailors. If the ship doesn't move, we can't do anything. Fina says, don't act so hopeless. Aren't you men of the sea? I'll solve the mystery of that ship. Who will go with me to board it? Isn't there one brave man? Justin says, don't worry, Fina, we'll go with you. Fina says, Justin? Now look, you guys, even these little kids are showing bravery. Is there no brave man among you who will go with me? Justin says, I already told you, I'll go with you on the ship. I can bust up any ghost. Fina says, you don't get it. Listen, Justin, if you believe in ghosts, you'll never become an adventurer. Justin and Sue, just wait here. I just say, no fair hogging all the adventure. Fina says, Justin, you're thinking too simply. Adventure isn't child's play. You could lose your life. Think like that, and a real adventure would be way too dangerous. You don't have enough experience. I say, but I'm worried about you, Fina. Fina says, how rude. Calling me a girl, I'm a pro adventurer. I'm not so clueless that I need an amateur like you to worry about me. Then I say, if I don't go, who will? Fina says, you know the situation, do you? There's no proof of that. You'll be no help at all. That ship won't let me bring along someone who will just get in the way. Justin says, I can't stand it. I'll do it myself then. Let's go. Fina says, what do I do? Ready to cross over, Fina? Fina says, no time to fool around. Okay, Justin, let's do it together. If you get in the way, you're gonna have to come back. Justin says, alright, leave it to me. Fina says, let's stop fooling around and go. Wow, this is an incredible ship. Fina says, are you chickening out? Ghosts are just fantastic stories. Justin says, I'm not afraid of a ship like this. Sue says, but how do we get down? Justin says, we get down like this. Fina says, oh, Justin. Sue says, Justin, wait. And they all jump down. Ugh, this audio quality is getting kind of janky, so I'm gonna just turn that down. Justin says, what a thrill. Fina says, don't get too excited, we don't know what's gonna happen. Justin says, my blood is calling, I can't help it. Alright. Fina says, I think we can get down from here. I'll go first and you two follow. Sue says, pitch black, can't see. Fina says, no carelessness, watch your feet. Justin says, I can do this in my sleep. What's this? It's soft and warm. Fina says, Justin, you pervert. And Justin gets a slap. Fina says, Justin, what do you think you're doing? Justin says, it's your fault, stopping suddenly. Fina says, forget it. Anyway, let's go, we can't be wasting time. Sue says, Justin, your face is all red. Oh my. Titty jokes already. Or booty, or whatever. Meow, 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 meow. It's evil little skulls. Guess we go this way. It is time to bust some ghosts. Something weird's going on with the audio. Let me try to troubleshoot that really quick here. Fina says, I think we can go down here. Down where? Don't see anything. Alright, well, that fixed it. Ugh, the sound is still being crazy. Alright, let's try this thing. Nope. Might just be an issue with this particular level. try this. Anyway, we are now in the ghost ship treasure room. Fina says, "Are you alright?" Sue says, "Incredible. That was cool, Fina." Justin says, "Ah, I was just a little careless." My. Doesn't look like there's anything this way. Looks like I need to go up another floor. I guess I can't open this chest. I don't remember where I came from. Oh, there's definitely nothing over there. I believe that's where we came from, and that's boarded up. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we're moving along, I guess. Whoopsie, that's not what I wanted to do. Guess I gotta be careful around those holes. Looks like we got a pirate hat. Let's just check over there to make sure we didn't miss anything. No, it doesn't look like there's anything. Guess we'll just move on. Mr. Skelly. It was locked from this side. It doesn't unlock. Fina says, there we go, it's unlocked now. Let's see. We found a sword of some kind. And a potion. Oh, I had it muted. Fina just unlocked that door for us, so... And I picked up a sword and some potion. Nothing too crazy there. Let's see if any of those pieces of equipment were any good. Well, that just took us to the beginning, so I think the boss is probably beyond this next door. Fina says, careful, I have a bad feeling, like a predator stalking its prey. Sue says, Justin says, Fina, this is a ghost ship. How does it catch its prey? Fina says, Justin, the prey is already here. Huh? Here? Do you mean us? Fina says, look around carefully or it could be fatal.